And for a long time in the medical field, there was this sort of term, and it's still used, and sometimes has to be, there's this kind of detachment that happened where I can't take on your stuff, I can't feel sad for you, I can't feel your pain because I have to do this every single day. So it just sort of rolled off your tongue, and it was just, you know, sometimes it, you know, that's tough news, and they just kind of did it, and then they would said, okay, so I'll go get the chaplain, or I'll go get someone else, and you know, and so it was kind of, they just didn't give as much thought to it. The people that were good at it in terms of giving bad news did that because they just knew instinctively, intuitively, or they learned it through good role models, or they learned it through parents or friends how to be caring for someone.
So there's a very good article in one of the journals of communication and medicine where the family member of a patient she was alerted to the death of her husband like this. Yeah. So. Your husband's dead.
It would be just like if I said to my colleague Aaron Anderson, if I called him in and said, you know, I'm chair of the department, he's a faculty member. If I said, you know, if I told him he was going to be fired, which I really couldn't do because he's tenured, but if I said that, I can't just say, Aaron, you know, you're fired. I have to, you know, there's a certain way to do it. So until recently, there were no methods. There was just, you just did it, and if you could do it well, you just did it because that's what you knew how to do.
What happened is, as we were trying to put a tube in, we were not able to do it quick enough.
I don't understand.
Your wife died.
But she just came in. I don't know, wait, what? I don't understand what's happening. She was fine. She's fine this morning. Right. She just came in. She just came in.
Right. I don't know why she became short of breath. There's a reason for that. We don't know that right now.
Okay.
Is there someone else here with you? Any family?
What? Cheryl, my kid, my son, her son. I don't know what to do now. What do I do now?
Well, we can get your son or her son. You guys can come back and see her if you'd like.
Okay.
Do you want me to call someone for you to talk to?
Thanks.
When you're dialoguing with someone that has any kind of emotional content to it, up to 93% of communication between, let's say, myself and you or any two people, up to 93% of all that communication is communicated through body language and tone of voice. And only 7% of actually what you comprehend from what someone is telling you actually has anything to do with the words.
You gotta tell me what's going on. Please tell me what's going on. I don't understand. I don't understand. What am I gonna tell my kids?
You know, it's going to be different for every single person. How much you close yourself off is going to be different. It all, you know, we're all humans.
And it's a remarkable responsibility. And I'm not sure everybody could do that. I'm not sure I could do that. So
when you say that you think that the surgeons are cut off from, sort of detached from the dying process, I don't think that's true at all. I think that they actually deal with it on a much more sophisticated level. You and I don't see death very often. It's part of the reality of our life that it's hidden away. When people die, they go to funeral homes. They go, unless it's an immediate family member, you don't see it. These doctors interact with it and fight with it and deal with the fallout from it on a daily basis. So it's not that they're detached, it's that they are forced to deal with it on a number of levels. And some of those levels are empathetic and personal, and some of them are professional, and some of them are intellectual. And at any given time, a mix of that is going to be taking place. And my job and my responsibility in this is to give those physicians every tool at their disposal to be able to connect with another human being when that becomes a good thing to do.